San Angelo's current water debate, whether to develop a project to treat wastewater or to capture the Red Arroyo stormwater, gained some clarity on May 10th. The city's Water Advisory Board heard experts testify to both, offering information on the quantity, reliability, treatment, and cost of water from each. Afterward, the board agreed to explore each option more fully, along with the possibility of drilling more wells and adding more water treatment capacity for the Hickory Aquifer. The Red Arroyo project would involve building a retention pond near the water treatment plant to store stormwater that flows down the waterway. Thomas Davies, a water resources practice leader for Jacobs Engineering, conducted a feasibility study on the Arroyo proposal. He found that while the location's proximity to the water plant is convenient, it is not geologically conducive to storing water. Thus, he said, the city would have to dig a pond, rid it of underground water, and build an impervious liner with imported materials. That would lead to a construction cost of $22 million to $45 million, depending upon the size of the pond. That expense does not include the cost of a plant to treat the water. Davies further noted a large storm that statistically occurs only once a year in San Angelo would fill the lagoon to no more than two-thirds its capacity.
Reality is the one-year storm has maybe happened twice in the last 5 to 10 years in San Angelo. So it just doesn't, it's just a lot of rolling of the dice. And at the end of the day, if it's raining that much there and filling up Red Arroyo, well then, Fisher's probably getting rain and Ivy's getting rain. So those are better sources of water probably than the Red Arroyo.
Tim Combest noted the treated wastewater project would yield a guaranteed 7 million gallons of water per day. Combest is the operations manager for the city's water treatment plant. He's concerned about treating unknown and hazardous constituents in the Arroyo's urban stormwater, something the treatment plant is not equipped to do. Davies added he's unaware of any similar project elsewhere. Combest said the Red Arroyo is diverted around the water treatment plant intake to flow into the Concho River downstream. That ensures harmful metals, organics, and herbicides in the Arroyo's waters don't make their way into San Angelo's drinking supply. Combest favors developing a direct potable reuse, or DPR, project. He explained the wastewater treatment facility would continue to remove approximately 95% of the pollutants in wastewater. Afterward, the water would undergo reverse osmosis and disinfection. Together, that would remove any remaining viruses, pharmaceuticals, or impurities down to virtually pure part per trillion levels. That's equivalent to 1 drop of water in 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
Both sources of water are loaded with problems we don't want. But the RO reuse project has a plant to remove that.
He said building an RO plant to treat wastewater rather than stormwater is preferable because it's a guaranteed source of water that's equivalent to about half of San Angelo's daily usage.
Also, it's probably the only way San Angelo will ever get a drinking water that really tastes good.
Dr. Ellen McDonald is a principal with Allen Plummer and Associates, an engineering firm that designs direct potable reuse projects. She notes such water supply projects are drought-proof, employ the most robust treatments possible, and are proven in cities elsewhere in Texas, around the country, and across the globe. Still, she said, some critics can't stomach the thought of the water's source.
What I can say is that the treatment system for the reuse project does the best job of treating such a wide variety of contaminants that it provides by far the purest water. And by pure, I mean the closest to H2O molecules, removing all the contaminants, than any other water supply. And there's the science to back that up.
Davies said the Red Arroyo, quote, probably can't exist without DPR being there to treat the water. He praised San Angelo officials for proactively pursuing its next water source and considering all options.
If they weren't looking at it, then I would say they were being negligent.
For SATV, I'm Anthony Wilson.